Whatever happened to simply phoning up a company? I think that these companies, whenever I phone them up, they are so taken aback by the fact that actually somebody picks up the phone, or in this case, the cell phone, and dials the information number. And this is what just happened with Netflix, because I did call to ask about Harry and Meghan, well, actually Archwell, and the Meet Me at the Lake movie and other projects. And it's very interesting because they are holding emergency meetings to, well, let's just get into the video, beautiful people. Ay, City, are you tired, mi amor? Are you tired, chiquita? Yeah, you're tired from playing all night. You're just such a cute little puppy, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. My goodness. All that good eating, playing, being kissed. It's a bad day for the Meg when she's lost Spotify in a very, very nasty way, because Spotify has said you're a lazy fucking grifter. Those are exactly the 3 words Bill Morris used, the highest executive of Spotify, who said that if he had been involved in the negotiations with Harry and Meghan, there was no way in hell. I don't think they would have even been hired. So all this fanfare, all this grand standing that they have. I love that word. Thank you to my subscriber who used it. And by the way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, beautiful people. It's free. So, and I want to take the time to thank those of you who donated to the channel, either by PayPal or with the super chats. Everything I make here, you all know, goes to the school. So, yeah. So it's quite a downfall. You know, I start calling people. I don't understand why current journalists, they just don't dial, because you see, Netflix has an information number that you actually talk to somebody who can look out information for you. So you know me. You know that I will call. I will have to call. Oh my God, if you could only see City. You know that I will call. It's in me. I mean, I need to know information, and I don't like, oh, he said that, or this YouTuber said that. No, I like to call and hear what the company says for themselves. So I called saying that I was a reporter from Norway, and I wanted to hear a little bit more I wanted to get more information in regards to the Archwell Foundation projects. One of them being the movie Meet Me at the Lake, and the other projects that this executive had said were on the pipeline. The person there, the receptionist, and many of you ask me, why don't you record these calls? First, I don't have the software on my phone. And second, because I need their authorization to record it. So even if I record it, I won't be able to play it, because that will be breaking the law. Okay? So the person scrambled a little bit and put me on hold. They always do, you know, it's amazing. Like when I called the hospital in regards to Meghan's visit in March, and the lady told me that it wasn't an old visit, that it wasn't this year. But maybe she was confused after putting me on hold for almost 8 minutes. And then the second call, she put me on hold for longer than that. And then the third call, they transferred me to 2 different places, until the 4th call, they got it right, just to tell me that they knew nothing about that visit. So now we have with Netflix. So I called Netflix and I asked about those projects. And then after, I should pause, maybe I know. It was about 9 minutes that they left me on hold. Somebody else got on the phone, this time was a gentleman, telling me that unfortunately, at the moment, they're holding meetings at Netflix to reassign and reshuffle all the projects that they currently have or had planned with Archwell Foundation. And I'm like, what do you mean? What are you telling me? Did you fire them? What's happening here? And the guy very politely told me, very, very politely told me that if I wanted more information in regards to Archwell projects, I should contact Archwell myself. Basically, he told me to F off in the, I kid you not, in the nicest possible way. Of course. And then, and I'm like, but what do you mean? Because you've had this on the pipelines for a long time. You even as recently as, was it like 3 months ago, guys, that this female executive came out and said, oh my God, you know, yes, we have so many projects with Archwell. Isn't it amazing how everything always ends up being a project, a non-realized project? And the little, like, because for example, we have Limonada right now. In Limonada, the only thing they've got going with Meghan Markle is the rerun of failed Spotify podcasts, because Meghan Markle has not made anything new. So Netflix, so I pressed a little bit more and I said, listen, I know I'm going to contact Archwell, but I want to know from Netflix's point of view, what's happened? Did you part ways? And then they told me that they're in emergency meetings with Archwell executives. Now, who the hell are Archwell executives? Because it's only Harry and Meghan. I mean, have they hired anybody? Not that I know of, but apparently they're in emergency meetings with Archwell executives to define their working relationship. Let's not forget that the contract expires on or ends in 2025, early 2025, unless it has expired now, hence the reshuffling of all the projects and the emergency meetings that they have. But it's very interesting because there's one thing that he said when I was talking to him, is it a mutual, because I pressed a little bit, you know, the guy was laughing and I said, was it a mutual parting of the ways? You know, because I didn't want to say, did you fire them? And then he said, well, it's never mutual when ways are parted in most instances. So I said, so you do admit that you guys are no longer working together? And then he kind of understood what he said. And he goes back to, well, no, we're just having meetings to determine the future relationship of both with Netflix. And I'm like, okay, but you just admitted that you said that when I said to you if it was difficult to part ways. And then he goes, oh, it's just, you know, I wasn't really listening. And I'm like, I don't think so. But yeah, isn't it incredible, guys? Isn't it incredible? There's no cash for Harry and Meghan Markle. Netflix basically has parted ways, because it did dawn on me that nobody's talking about the movie Meet Me at the Lake. Meghan Markle launches that American Orchard pretentious crap. There's nothing there. Everything these two do always ends up falling flat, nothing following through, and if it does, it's less than average. And the reason why Meghan Markle hasn't followed through is because she's not getting the A-list star. She thought she was gonna break the internet when she launched American Orchard. She thought she was gonna be getting the kind of money that Michelle Obama got, $60 million budget, and then in revenue that the Obamas got for doing the documentaries. But then those two have had an interesting life. Meghan Markle is below C average. So no matter how many companies she signs, no matter how many titles she uses in order to get those contracts, she will never be more than a D-list mattress actress.